Welcome to the New World Credit Union, a brick-built bank that rests inside an old ATM cash machine. Why is it in an old cash machine? Well, this creation is a part of Relics: A New World Rises, a LEGO exhibit with a deeper story. It's set in the year 2530, and minifigures are the only things left on planet Earth. They've made civilizations inside the old, long-forgotten objects that still remain, much like this ATM. So let's take a closer look at the LEGO inside this machine and see what kind of fun stories, building techniques, and other nice details await us. Let's check it out. So some of the unique building techniques on this include the fantastic carpet design here. The pattern in this section here is created with these arch pieces. When you place two of them together like this, there's of course that gap in between, and that's been filled in here with these cylinder pieces with the Baraki eye piece on top here. And yes, these eyepieces come from these old Baraki Bionicle sets like Nocturne here. And that's a very nice pattern, but we can also see some cheese slopes that form a very snazzy pattern just on the edge of the carpet here. Placing two cheese slopes side by side is a great way to create a very unique pattern, and sometimes you see people make all sorts of crazy mosaics with cheese slopes. They're a very versatile piece. We can also see some masonry bricks on their side here, and they make use of the profile side where it's supposed to look like two individual bricks, and use that just to have a little rivet in the carpet, just to make it look a bit more ornate. All these different techniques packed in here make this look phenomenal. And that's just the carpet. There's plenty of fun stories all throughout the bank as well, including this lady bringing in a whole wheelbarrow filled with cash, and then someone's doing the old distraction con as they steal some of the cash while she's distracted by someone else. My personal favourite story is we've got a little kid here who's saved up years worth of pocket money and is counting his thousands of coins ready to deposit them. We've also got some protesters out the front, and up top we've got a criminal swinging on the chandelier. So yeah, packing in lots of humour and fun stories is a lot of fun. It's not only a unique way to get your creation to be interesting for the people looking at it, but it's also super fun to build and put in these details yourself. Sometimes they're the most fun thing to add. So it's lovely seeing so much of that in here, and hopefully it gives you a few ideas to add some humour and fun storytelling in your own creations. Down below there's another story with the security guard who's watching over the vault, but he's sleeping on the job, which is poor timing because his boss is walking down to see them. And it's even worse timing because when we take a look inside the vault, we can see that it's being robbed. This vault is great, by the way. The way that the doors open by themselves, and then there's all these flashing lights, it really sets the scene. I mean, these flashing lights combined with the shocked facial expression of this dude, it makes you feel like they were robbing this place in pitch black when suddenly the lights come on, the door opens, and they've been caught. So a nice combination of different things going on to really effectively tell that story. The sort of safe deposit boxes being made with different types of jumper plates, whether it's the big ones or the small ones, is a nice touch. The stud in the middle there really does look like a handle that you could use to open the drawer or a lock or whatever. And then seeing this specific drawer open with some jewels in it or another one with cash, you get the idea that all of these could open, but you don't actually have to build them so that they can open, you just imply it with one or two of them being open like that. So this is fun. Great lighting, nice techniques, and an enjoyable story. What's not to love? When we go up to the top of the ATM now, we can see the owners of the bank, and they're just a bunch of rich dudes laughing and throwing money that they've amassed into the fire. I think the laughing and the smiling faces really sell this section. There's heaps of great minifigure facial expressions these days. So I think the level of emotion that you can show on minifigures is way more impressive than it's ever been. And it's great to see that in full swing in this area. It's also nice how the colour scheme and the building techniques up here really sell the concept that these minifigures are rich. We've got this nice striped wallpaper, fancy ornate details above the fireplace, and then a bunch of nice wine bottles and other glassware. All this screams fancy. Plus these washed out colours on the wall and the dark brown, which looks like expensive imported wood on this table. You certainly understand that they are very rich. So colour scheme and building techniques are an important tool to convey the stories that you want to tell. Never underestimate the power of one subtle detail or choice that you can add that can communicate so much. Oh yeah, and this big old carved artwork on the bank wall at the back here, that looks great. Seeing piles of coins and money in light bluish grey is fun, and you know what this is because of the shape of it. We've seen these same types of shapes in different areas of this creation already, but in the other areas they're the colours that they should be. So when you see it here, you instantly know what it is. And the combination of different skeletons and minifigures purely in light bluish grey up against all these other nice ornate details, this is a really, really cool section. So that's the New World Credit Union. If you enjoyed seeing this, there's many other relics displays and other fun details that I didn't cover in this video that you can see in person at Relics: A New World Rises. This exhibit is on display right now at the South Australia Museum and ends on the 23rd of July 2023. If you want to grab tickets, there'll be a link in the description below, and all the info you need is there. And Relics will also be showing in Melbourne from September 1st, so get ready for that. So hopefully you enjoyed taking a look at this model. The team at Relics Exhibitions certainly put a lot of hard work into this and the rest of the show. So thanks for watching, happy building, and bye for now.